Hi guys, this is Tony here from Metal Roos. You're about to sit down and enjoy an interview I just did um, over there, and so do like and subscribe so you can get all this straight into your streaming and into your consciousness as soon as it arrives. So enjoy the interview, and I will. Over to you, Tony. Really well. Thanks, Chris from Alestorm, coming on and chatting to us here at Metal Ruse about this brilliant new album that comes out not that long now, is it? A few days
Yeah,
before it
yeah,
arrives.
3 or 4 days, depending on who you ask. Yeah.
Yeah, the 20th of June, right? So not far away. The Thunder Fist Chronicles. I had a lot of fun listening to this album, Chris, I have to say.
Good. I mean, that's the main thing. Is it's fun music. It's even if it's sometimes when it's silly, sometimes it's serious. But at the end of the day, is to make something that is fun and enjoyable. So yeah.
Yeah, I just love it. It's all Alestorm in one album. Just look at the set list. The Hyperion Omni riff. It says it right there at the beginning, doesn't it? Right,
Yeah, whole pile.
where you're coming
It's one of
from.
these things. Yeah, I feel there's going to be a lot of people who say I love this song, I hate this song, but it's like I don't know. I never like making albums where it's like the same song 10 times in a row. So everything always has to sound different. And I think this time it's particularly different. There's like some quite serious and epic stuff, and there's some absolute bullshit as well. So I'm interested to see what people think.
I was going to say there is a. I will get to one of the particular tracks. I'm sure you know which I'm going to talk about that I find fascinating. But you're right. Banana, great sing along track,
It's a good,
absolutely party track. Banana, right?
yeah, good name as well, right?
It's a
It's
great name.
I was like sick of, having to name songs after the lyrics in the chorus because it's what you do. You name the
Yeah.
song as about the word in the chorus. But it's like, no, I don't want to do that. I was just thinking to myself one day, I want to call a song Banana. So I just called it Banana, and the rest of it, who cares what it's called, right? It's just a song title.
Exactly right, but
Yeah,
it almost sort of encompasses the fun you get from it
yeah,
with banana.
Banana.
Like, yeah, yeah. And then, I mean, pardon me for saying this, but Frozen Piss too. I can't even thought
Yeah.
I'd say that in public loudly to someone, but what I don't. Is there a story behind that particular one?
Well, yeah. I mean, it was that's been like a song that's been sitting in the riff graveyard for a few years now, and it just had the working title of Frozen Piss. Andy, for no reason, you got to call your file name something on the computer, so it was called Frozen Piss, and eventually fleshed the song out. But the name, I really enjoyed the name. I was like, oh, I want to keep calling it Frozen Piss. I'd have felt sad if we'd given it like a really boring, serious name. So yeah, Frozen Piss. Why not? Like it's not a song about piss or anything, but it's just a nice thing to say.
I thought it's because it's put two on it. It adds this sort of mystique to it.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
Frozen Piss one.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, bit mystique. And I must admit, even I, who've listened to all your music, was going, "Have I missed something?" Going
We
back to
might.
look
I
for it.
think we might do Frozen Piss one on the next album, or what, or even after that. Like it's gonna come. It's gonna come back eventually.
Yeah, well, that's right. Then it will be something for the deep cuts.
Yeah.
Coming back. Of course, you also got you've got a Goblins Ahoy on there, which is a necro. I can never say the name of that band properly.
Necrogoblicon.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
So again, that's a good choice as well. It suits the album
Yeah. Right.
particularly well.
Yeah, of course, we toured with them in Australia, of course, a
Mm.
couple months ago. And they didn't know we were doing that cover. So we actually, when we met up in Australia, I sat them all down and played them the song. And they were like, oh my God, yeah. So that was kind of fun.
Well, that's a
Yeah,
good
it's like,
response you get.
yeah. I mean, it's an obvious song to do, right? It's about pirates. And, it's the band, they've been going pretty much the same amount of time as us. Back when we started, they were starting up. And, they released that. That was one of the early songs they released. And there was like this 5 minute period of time where people thought, "Oh wow, pirate metal," because they're singing about pirates, but like it was really they just had one song about pirates. And yeah, so it was nice. I've enjoyed their music for a long time. We toured with them a bunch in various countries, so it's just nice to do a song like that, and it's kind of nice and heavy, and it kind of fits the kind of where we're going for these days.
It does, yeah. And again, that's a good thing I was going to say. It is a much heavier album. It does have a
Yeah,
much like traditional, more your older, like some of that heavier stuff you've done in the past. It feels like a bit in that respect there. Like I mean, Killed to Death by Piracy. I mean, I just love it. I
yeah,
was thinking, I kept in my head. I kept thinking, Killed by Death by Motorhead. I was going, oh my God, Killed by Death. And
yeah. A
then
few people have made that suggestion.
yeah, But it's not musically. It's just because that song is so iconic. You put this, you see all that title, and you go, "Oh, how's it going to come out?" And it's certainly an interesting piece of music. And again, I think it's
Yeah,
right in your wheelhouse, isn't it? You
yeah, I
know?
like that song. That's the one we all agree that, Killed to Death is just the most Alestormy song on the whole album. It's the
Yes.
most ale I don't want to say Alestorm by numbers, but like it's the most yeah, this is an Alestorm song. I mean, it's all the other songs go a bit chaos in some direction, but that is just like pure, I don't want to say classic Alestorm, but classic Alestorm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's brilliant. And again, one of the things I love about your stuff is like we talked before. When we talked before, you don't like staying still. It's
No,
not
I
about
I
the one
don't
direction. You want to go in different places, and I think this album does that. Mm.
I don't get bands who like release, a 10-track album and every song is like 3.5 minutes long and they're all like almost like different versions of each other. Like, it's like they've written 10 songs by committee and they choose the one that is the best to use as the single, and the other nine are just like the same thing but worse. It's a really common thing these days in metal, and I don't like it. I like just writing one sort of, every song should be a different thing. Like this song sounds like this song sounds like that. But there's still a cohesiveness to it.
Mm.
I guess the way we record stuff, like we have a very, I guess, recognizable sound with my atrocious vocals and all the
Oh,
keyboards and orchestras and stuff and things. So it's a good that no matter what we do, in the end it does just sound like Hailstorm, which is good.
do you think it's laziness that bands do that? Do you think it's just a
No, I
case,
mean
or they
I
deliberately look that way?
I think it's what people want. Well, it's yeah. Obviously, it's a good way. Like if you don't know what's going to be your hit song, because everyone wants a hit song on every album.
Mm.
So, and there is a sound that people like or that you've been known for. So you just do that sound 10 times, and that gives you 10 more chances at a hit song. And
Mm.
then, yeah, it's not laziness. I think it's just it's unambitious though. I don't know, because it's still a lot of work, and it's still
Mm.
you're thinking about it, and it's like it's a choice that people want. Like people give us a lot of shit for saying, oh, your albums are all over the place. Like I like this song and I don't like that song, and we have this really big problem that there's some people, there's like your average Hailstorm fan loves the party songs and the things like Drink and
Mm.
Keel Haul and Fucking Anchor,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
they don't care about like these big epic songs. And so, but yet there's like this kind of group of people who like love all the serious epic songs and hate the party songs. So it's like we have two different fan bases at once, which is, that's the problem of doing like a varied album, is that you've got basically everyone's always going to hate you for something different, which is, it's not great. You have to kind of, you have to figure out, okay, what do people actually want us to do here?
Yeah.
Do you want this party stuff? Do you want the epic stuff? So it does make it a bit confusing. So yeah, we are making life hard for ourselves for no good reason. And,
Yeah, but I think you're making it for a good reason. I think the fact that you're doing it for you, like you said, you could ride the wave. You could say how many. Let's look at my Spotify comments or whatever, and all more people want the fun stuff. So let's just do more of that and kill off our more serious fans. You know what I mean? You could do that, or vice
yeah,
versa, but you don't because you make tracks like Mega Superior Treasure of the Eternal Thunderfist, right?
yeah,
Um, which is so brilliant.
thank
Chris,
you.
it's just gold for me. It's right in the ballpark. I'm one of those, I like both, right? But I love the
Yeah,
serious stuff. And this has a bit of everything in it.
yeah. I think
And
it's like almost like the pure distilled essence of Ailstorm. Like there's fun party bits, but like there's this epic sort of symphonicness to it. It's very long. It's so long. It's the longest thing I've
17
ever written.
minutes.
17 minutes. I mean, I'll be fair, the last 45 seconds is like whale song and ocean noises, and
Yeah.
but that's like, I think that's to be expected with a song this long.
Oh, God,
And
yes.
yeah. Yeah, I like that. I'd love that to be, maybe that's the song that becomes the hit. Maybe like the world is now ready for 17-minute long Hailstorm songs. And we'll see. That could be yeah, I don't know. I just like that one a lot. I find that kind of style easy to write because that's
Mm.
that's kind of more like the music I enjoy. Like I love these big, epic, adventurous songs that go on a long way. Like,
Mm.
my music taste growing up was like a lot of like pretentious symphonic black metal. Like my favorite band was Balsagoth, who are just
Oh,
complete
yeah.
over the top nonsense. Um, and it's a thing I try and do more. Like, I had this other band, Wizard Throne, which was me and a couple of guys I work with from Glory Hammer and other bands. And it was like more of this, but more extreme. But so this is like, it's just a thing I always want to do. And, sometimes I'm not very good at it. Like, I'm not the world's greatest songwriter when it comes to especially really complicated epic things. But somehow this one just sort of just spewed forth. And the writing just was just magic. It just seemed to happen. It seemed to make so much sense. So yeah, I think it's my favorite song I've ever done. Very pleased with that
Oh,
one.
I'm so pleased you
Yeah.
said that because
Yeah.
it opens up like an epic
Yeah.
adventure. It really opens up in front of you. It's like it. I've listened to it now a handful of times, and there's always something a little bit different.
Yeah.
You come into it where and you all like all long songs, you have your favorite parts. So you have your
Yeah.
middle bits that you like. Oh, this bit's coming in, or I get into
Yeah.
that bit.
Yeah, see that's the exactly that's what makes long songs fun. Like with a short song, you pretty much you introduce all the elements within like 45 seconds, and you know what you're gonna get. But a long song, it's like you listen to this whole thing, and you're waiting for the here comes this cool bit that happens once after 13 minutes. Get ready for it, that sort of stuff. It's
Yes.
it's it's definitely it's more of an experience. It's like very almost not quite interactive, but it's like you're really following it as it goes. It's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a old prog head, and
Yeah,
so for me, it has that joyousness that because the album's good like that. You can chuck it on, have fun like banana, have a beer,
yeah,
jump around, be an idiot, get on to Frozen Piss too, and have a bit. But then all of a sudden, Mega comes on. You're like, yeah, okay, now this is time for me to be a bit more adult.
yeah. Right.
It is. It's like kind of. Are you going to ever play it live? You think?
See, the thing is, it goes back to that thing of like, this almost like the split fan base. And when we play the more obscure, serious songs live, you can sort of see the crowd just go, oh, kind
Oh,
of
the
lose
energy.
energy.
Yep.
And like, I mean, I really want to try it once, but I've got this horrible feeling. We're going to say, this is Mega Supreme Treasure. We start playing it. Then after like 20 seconds, everyone goes, and then we're like, oh, fuck, we've got 17 more minutes of this, you know?
But do you think it will be like? Because I mean, my favorite metal song of all time is "Rime the Ancient Mariner." Right?
Yeah.
I just, yeah, it's the perfect piece of music. But I can't imagine that was the most, enamored out song on the album when it
Yeah.
came out. I mean, I bought Power Slave when it came out, and I remember thinking, Jesus, where's this going? But I was 16.
Yeah.
But now it's like the most loved, one of the most loved tracks that they do.
I mean, yeah, if this does somehow become a actually genuinely popular song and not just like, what, like I hate to say it, but like I've got this horrible feeling that it's kind of journalist bait, this song. Like this is like seriously
Oh.
what I mean? Every single interview I've done, it's people like yourself saying, "Oh my God, I love this song," and but I feel like it's. What if they all hate it? What if all the normal people hate it?
Oh, right, yeah.
No.
All the people.
Yeah,
Yes, I get what you're saying. I'm like,
yeah.
okay, yeah, yeah, maybe, but then you can't please everyone, Chris, and you've
Yeah,
got you got to
but
put
like, God,
yourself to a point.
I would love it that if somehow everyone goes, "Oh my God, this literally is the best song, holy shit," and it goes off. No, we definitely play it live. It's like it's hard. Like there's that bit in the middle where it's just 4 minutes of non-stop shredding and blast beats, and that's
Oh,
not
yes, which is I love that.
that's
Yes.
not it's not gonna be fun for us. But the rest of it we could definitely work our way through.
You know
It'd
what
be
you
quite
do? I
fun.
mean, unfortunately, we don't sell 12 inches anymore. What you could have done, if this was 20, 30 years ago, you could have put on a B-side, played at 33 RPM, and had it
Yeah.
as a 17-minute B-side. And it would probably itself, it would then sort of leach its way into people's consciousness.
It's all Spotify playlist now, isn't it? That's all that
Yeah.
matters. It's I don't
Ugh.
know. I somehow I don't think this will get playlisted by our Spotify overlords, But we can. But I actually spent like I kind of went insane, and I spent like a month learning how to do CGI and programming and stuff.
Mm.
And I've actually made this like music video for the whole song. It's like this like
Oh.
so it's like a CGI sort of lyric video pirate island cave thing, and we're gonna upload that. And it's quite fun to watch. It has a whole new dimension to the song, and it's quite
Mm.
nice. So yeah, we're gonna put that online. We're gonna promote it, and if this song goes, maybe this song will take off. Maybe that's what Alestorm is now. Maybe we're like this insane prog band now. That could be fun.
Yeah. Look, I mean, I know that you've talked a lot about this track, and I just wanted to talk to you because I did like it. But
Yeah,
the whole album has its worth. It just
yeah.
culminates to this fantastic piece of music that is brave, Chris. It's brave.
Thank you.
Um, in this modern world, like you said, you know your audience,
Yeah.
and you know the difficulties you have with your audience levels at different areas. It's brave to go, I freaking love this piece of music, and this is going into the history books as my piece of music. And
I mean, it's also, I think
yeah,
at this point in time, we can afford to do it. Like, how many bands release new albums, right?
mm,
And you're like, oh, hey, we got a new album. They play a bunch of tracks. Fast forward like a year later, none of those songs are in the live set list anymore.
ah,
How it happens. So
mm,
it's like, we can afford to have one 17-minute song on the album and just, if it doesn't go well, it's fine. You'll forget anyway. I just want to hear Drink 10 times in a row. So it's,
yeah,
you don't have to have 10, songs that fit your sound. It's great. You can experiment at this point and do crazy stuff and, and still, still give people what they want. Like, the fun songs, the party songs, just the catchy, just fucking metal songs.
mm,
And then we can do everything. That's, it goes back to that thing. I don't like writing a 10-track album where it's 10 identical songs. There's no point.
yeah. And why put yourself in a box?
Yeah.
Why put yourself in a box? You do what you want and do it well. I mean, you have that. I mean, Alestorm will always be Alestorm. It's not going to
Yeah.
suddenly be, a glam metal band. It's always Ale. You know what I mean? Alestorm will always
Yeah.
be Alestorm. Um, and people know who you are. As soon as you mention that name to any discerning metalhead, they know
Discerning.
exactly. You know what I mean? They know
Yeah.
exactly who you are, right? They're
Yeah.
not going, "Oh, is that Norwegian,
Yeah.
extreme metal
Oh
band?"
yeah.
They
It's
know.
we're
They know. Yeah.
yeah,
And this album
but
sits
yeah,
there.
I guess we're almost. I don't want to say mainstream metal now, but it's certainly we're a known quantity.
Yeah, I would. I don't. I wouldn't put. I would not say mainstream. I think that's.
No.
I think that's firstly for the Nickelbacks of this world. It's not for.
Oh yeah, I mean there's whole like echelons above us in terms of bands who just are massive, and I'm kind of happy where we are. Like I kind of realized I don't want to be a massive band. Like
Mm,
I've been to see a few those kind of arena sized metal shows in the
yes.
last couple of years, and I was like, this sucks. I don't want to be in an arena. I don't want to do this. I want to be in
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a club. I
Yeah.
like club shows. So
Yeah. You want to be. You
just,
want to
which
be
is-
5 feet
yeah.
away from the audience.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. I feel weird when we like do these huge shows and it's like, 20 meters to the audience. This is so weird. This doesn't feel right. I want to be in their face.
And don't you think also with those big festivals, unless you're headlining, you're on a weird time of day, 20 minutes. How'd you get half an hour? How'd you get your full, a self across in that time frame?
Yeah. Well, we're in this sort of lucky situation that right now we're in that not quite headliners, but like second from top sort of place on a lot of metal festivals in Europe, which is like that sunset slot, which is like,
Oh, best lot.
on
Yeah.
a hot day, it's starting to cool down. It's getting nice. You've got a few beers in you. It's like when I was young, that was always like the best time. Like all the bands that came on at like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at
Oh,
night at
yes.
Whack or whatever. That was like, fuck yeah, here we fucking go. And
Yeah.
that's where we play now. I'm so happy with this. It's like
You've
just such a great
arrived.
place to be. Yeah. I don't want to be the if you're the headliner, there's the stress, there's the fucking you gotta play last. It's bullshit. Like when you're a festival band who plays at like 8 o'clock at night, fucking made it.
Yeah, exactly. You've done your dues, haven't you? You probably started at the bottom
Yeah.
with the smallest one. You can't
Oh
really.
god, yeah, we've played all the shittest shit and all the but it's just and we have headlined a couple. And I'm like, I don't like that so much. I like being just like second from top. It takes so much stress off. Like if you're not the best band, it doesn't matter. They came to see that other band. But if you're the best band, it's kind of like fuck yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? You pulled some audience along with you because some people might come
Yeah.
in, never heard the Hailstorm before, walking
Yeah.
past the stage with a beer and go, hey, she's bloody good stuff. They're all chucking beer around and having fun. Let's get involved in
Right.
that. So obviously, you're going to take this new album on tour again. You're always touring. I
Yep.
mean, it's
Yeah.
a constant thing for you. I know that. And I hope to get you over to Australia again. That'll be
Yeah, definitely.
good.
Off that last tour was an insane success. Like pretty much every show was sold out, apart from Sydney, but like by like we were like 50 tickets off, and it was still freaking massive. Like we sold out some insane venues, and yeah, the guys from Soundworks who take us over, they were like, yeah, we're doing this again. We're gonna get bigger, better every time. They've already brainstorming ideas to get some bigger
Brilliant.
bands, make an actual real a really big party of it. So yeah, well, we can't avoid Australia at this point, can we?
Because I heard I didn't get to the Canberra show. Unfortunately, I had other things to do in Sydney that particular night. But my friend went, and said it was packed and it went off. And I was
God,
like,
Canberra was
damn,
stuffed.
it was
Yeah.
stuffed. I was like,
Yeah, that place
oh,
is so it's like you because everyone else was at these big spacious venues. Then we're in
yeah.
this like little pub in Canberra. I was like, wow, this is old school, but it was great. I love that place.
It's my favorite venue in all the world. I love the
Oh
basement
yeah.
rock. That sweaty, sticky floor, that's me all
Oh
over,
God,
really.
yeah.
That's rock and roll for you, baby. And that's exactly where you were birthed and where you come from and where you love it, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
it's where great tracks like The Storm comes from and
Yeah, it's a good old, just a good
Mountains.
old mid-tempo. That's like a pure festival banger.
It
That's like
is. Yeah, it
it's like
is.
that kind of speed. It's not too fast, not too slow. It's like a good fist in the air sing along thing.
It is. Mountains of the Deep, another one like that.
Songs
Great
about
album.
boobs.
Yet, what you can't. I was gonna bring that up, right?
Yeah.
But I thought, I'm sure you've been asked that, but I thought, what a great lyric.
Yeah, it's like
That,
I was like, can we do this? Are we allowed to? Are we allowed to just sing a song about boobs? It's like, yeah, fuck it,
of
let's
course
do
you
it.
bloody can.
Yeah, right.
Mentioning double D's. I literally was going for a walk when I first put it on,
Yeah,
and you couldn't get this smile off my face. It was like the 12-year-old boy in the back of the class
yeah.
again, where the teacher has said something funny and you're smirking away, right?
We're
And
we're gonna get so much shit for that song. We just know,
oh,
like, the haters are gonna latch onto that. That's gonna be the fucking public enemy number one for Alestorm are dumb when they're for kids. They wrote a song about boobs. This sucks. Like, yeah, whatever. Who cares?
really? But then, okay, but then I would say to those same people, go 4 tracks or 5 tracks forward and listen to
Yeah,
Mega Superior, and
yeah,
that will tell
right,
you they're not just boob jokes, right? You know what I mean?
right.
Because they won't know because like haters will just do that one thing. That's what they do.
Yeah,
They find the one thing, say something horrible, and move on. Good luck to them. They'll disappear
yeah,
into nothingness. And Chris, you will always have this amazing album to look back and say, "We made this." Yeah,
yeah.
so they can see what they bloody well
Yeah, I'm
want.
very, very proud of it. I'm very happy. I
Yeah.
just hope the next one could be just as good. It's
Oh,
we'll
mate,
see.
I'm sure it will, man. I'm sure it will. I can see a part two coming to Mega Superior. I can see it
Yeah, like
somewhere.
I kind of have this idea that for the next album, I want to like track one is like the most bullshit sellout 3 minute pop song, the most catchy by
Yes,
number, designed to sell records. And then track two is 37 minutes long and is the most epic thing, and that's it. So it's a two-track album.
yes. I once saw a band many years ago, and they were a prog band, and the lead singer came out and said, "We've got a new album. It's side one and side two." That's it. Like it didn't have any track names. It just has 2 tracks, side
Perfect.
one and side two.
That's cool.
It was just awesome, and same as this album. So, but anyway, thanks for coming on. Thanks for chatting.
Thank you very
It's
much.
it come out very soon and I believe it's on all streaming platforms will be available and
Yeah.
physical media and all
Actually,
that
yeah,
stuff.
Aussies actually get it first because it always comes out like midnight local time. So it's always a thing
Ah,
it comes out at 0000 on the 20th. So I'm always online. Like every time we release an album, I always see these comments from Australia going, "Oh my God, I love this!" And then like people in the West are going, "What the fuck?"
yeah, there is a good reason to be here sometimes. I remember
Yeah,
getting
right.
the last Iron Maiden album first, which was like, it's amazing. Like, up at midnight,
Yeah,
waiting, and then trying to spend an hour and a half listening to it without falling asleep
yeah, right.
because we're old men. You're like, it's midnight,
Must listen.
must not fall asleep. Oh dear. Well,
Uh,
thanks again. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, mate. Yeah,
Keep safe.
pleasure.
Good luck with the tours in Europe
Thank you
and
very
the
much.
festival slots. I hope that the new material goes down a
Yeah, I
banger.
hope so too. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be
Of course it
fine.
will. Chuck and banana. You'll be all right.
Right.
Yeah. Come out with a big banana suit on, mate.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Don't worry.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just put a smile on my dial. Anyway, mate, thanks for coming on and chatting, and
Cheers,
I'll
mate.
again hope to see you here soon.
Yeah, we'll be back. Don't worry. Cheers,
I'm
man.
sure you'll. Bye, mate.
Bye bye.
Bye.